Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandrago's Cave. Today we are gonna be drawing JuneCharacterADay, and this is a drawing challenge by Josh Cleland online on Instagram. I'm gonna put all the links for his Instagram, the list of the prompts, and many other participants that are actually doing the drawings, so you can see everything there. We have this space to draw today. So you know, I'm gonna be using for the whole challenge Swiss color Carand'ache color pencils. Okay, I am gonna be doing the line work with the Sakura Pigma Micron 005, a very thin tip. Okay, and then I'm gonna be using the Bigmatic 0.7 for the whole drawing. I am drawing in a tiny sketchbook, as you can see, is like around A5 more or less, and this is a Moleskine. I don't normally have this format, this small format, but I thought it would be nice for a full project to have every single page with one of these tiny drawings. I'm gonna put here the previous one, okay? I only done one video so far, but I've been participating every single day, and we are already at 17 more or less. And it's gonna be alligator hang gliding, basically. These drawings are more children's book illustration, a little bit more sweet. So I'm just gonna basically teach you how to basically draw a alligator doing this hang gliding sport, okay? This, if you think about it, you know it 100% sure, is that thing that you see in the sky sometimes, that is like with a triangular shape, okay, like this. So something like this, okay. And basically I never done this, and I am not gonna do it. I think it's something too high for me. But this crocodile, well, not crocodile, alligator, because actually alligator and crocodile, they are obviously very similar reptiles, and I think the major difference is the nose, the snout, basically. The alligator, I think, if there is a pro crocodile, pro reptile, pro alligator here that is able to explain it better than myself, feel free to put it in the comment section. But I think alligator is more having like a U-shaped type of mouth, let's say, type of snout, basically, and the crocodiles are more like in a V shape, like this, okay? So I would say like this and like this. And for this today, obviously, we need to make sure that it's gonna be U-shape, so he is gonna be hanging himself here from this. Is very scared, like maybe like this, like maybe crying a little bit or something because he's scared. Obviously, because the crocodiles are not, well, the alligators are not normally in that environment. So basically what I'm gonna try to do is situate my triangle to make the glider here, basically. And then, as we have explained multiple times in the how to draw playlist that I'm gonna put here as well, in that playlist I'm gonna teach you how to draw anything from zero with very basic instructions. So if you thought I am not gonna be able to draw anything ever, I'm here to debunk that and to teach you a couple of steps, very easy steps. So in those steps I talk about drawing a circle like this to situate what is going to be our skull, okay? In this specific case, because the second step is not a human what we are drawing, it's an animal, okay? Obviously a little bit cartoonized. I'm gonna go for the part of our face that for here will be the snout of the alligator, like in this shape. I'm gonna add the tiny lines for the eyes. I always do a cross in the middle like this, so we can situate the eyes, okay? And the nose here. In normal circumstances you will have eyes, mouth and nose. Everything is nicely explained there. You can learn how to do faces, how to draw bodies, understand a little bit about silhouette, about line of action, so you can have a little bit of basics in art. Doesn't matter if you are 10, 15, 20, 60, 80, all of these exercises I have done in high school, in universities, in private schools, multiple ages, and all of them were able to finish the course, finish the sessions, having characters, having mini comics, having mini stories, and yeah, it's very easy to understand. So as you can see, we have this. We're gonna make the teeth like this, and then we have the head, we have the snout, and then we're gonna do the body. Probably I wanna follow in the sense that he's a little bit scared, so probably it's gonna be hanging like this. We are gonna go for line of action, as it's explained in that list. Line of action to create some sort of S shape that is gonna be the tail, okay, that they have like this. We need to make him a little bit thicker, okay, like a rectangle, like this. And then we said here we will have a tiny arm, and he's grabbing himself scared here. We're gonna do the eyes. They have like a little bit of a socket here, and this should connect. If you want to do this type of creature, this type of animal, it should connect like this, okay? So it's looking a little bit like a T-Rex as well. It's good. It needs to be a little bit dinosaur looking, okay? Like this. And then the other legs we will do probably here. In all of the drawings so far, I have added some sort of humanized part to them, so they are looking like people, or they are wearing something, maybe shoes, a shirt, a hat, or something like that, or doing something that humans would do. So for now, I need to think what is gonna be, okay? Feel free as well to check the list and drop your comments of what you want to see, a specific thing that you want to see. Maybe you like one of the prompts, let's say the prompt for tomorrow, you really like it, and you want me to draw something specific relating to the prompt. Just feel free to put it in the show more section so we can actually explore multiple options, okay? So I think it makes sense for me that, because this is dangerous type of sport, that he is wearing maybe a helmet, let's say, and because I like fantasy and aviator stuff, I'm gonna put some sort of glasses that he's not wearing, but he just have them there. Maybe he forgot about wearing them. You know, it needs to be clipped as well, like this. And maybe I go for normal hands, like this. Or a smiley, maybe he's enjoying, maybe he can be enjoying this, because yeah, why not? And maybe the triangle is gonna be a tiny bit larger, okay? Like this. So as you can see, what we have done very easily is to present the character, present the children's book illustration, let's say, that we are doing today here, into my canvas. Basically, I said we need to do someone that is going to be hang gliding, you know, with a glider here. So I'm going to draw a triangle to see the main drawing, where I'm going to situate the main drawing here, okay? Like this. And then inside we have followed the basic steps explained in the list that I put there for you on how to draw a face, to draw the face of our alligator, doing the circle, the second part here, and then the cross to situate the eyes and the nose, okay? And then I started adding the body with this rectangle, following the line of action, all of it explained in different videos, okay? Very easy videos. And now I'm just adding some details, just thinking, okay, you're gonna make him a little bit more humanized. So I wanna do the arms like a normal person. Maybe I wanna do the legs as well, a little bit, maybe like normal person like this. And we can do maybe, yeah, like he is wearing some sort of trousers maybe, I would say, like this. Why not? Okay? This is all about imagination, about creativity. Obviously, alligators, they are not wearing trousers, but for us, for here, we are doing something like this, interesting, okay? Maybe a tiny bit of a shoe, something as well here, to showcase that maybe he is a little bit out of his environment, let's say, okay? And we do these lines like this. I like to do these lines like this. These are some kind of comic resources to express that, you know, the character is doing some sounds, is making a little bit of noise, you know, it's maybe conversing with someone, talking with someone, okay? You can explore how many symbols you have as well in comics and use the ones that you need the most. For example, if it is surprise, you can do 3 lines, like, oh, something surprised him, okay? If you want to do some sort of stars, tiny stars, is because maybe something is new, or something is very fancy, for example, or someone is very happy, okay? So probably we will paint around the face a tiny bit of red to show him kind of excited about this. And yeah, let's do, I think this is looking very sweet, very nice, okay? The idea of this challenge for myself has been, take it easy. No pressure, just draw something interesting, something nice, something that you're not gonna be overthinking about it, okay? Just for myself, just read the prompt and draw something that comes to your mind, okay? So obviously I need to see alligator references and hang gliding references as well, because I don't understand about any of the topics that they are mentioned today, but I think this is pretty interesting, pretty nice, okay? So now, as you can see, with the Micron 005 Sakura Pigma, I am doing the line work, okay? You do not need to have any kind of specific brand to be able to do this. You can just grab whatever pen, whatever pencil, whatever paper you have around home. It is gonna be very fun, and you can teach this to other people afterwards, okay? If you have kids, if you have brothers, sisters, okay, or your parents, you know, your grandma, or, you know, anyone. And it's nice, it's nice. Let's do like this, like this. It's nice and it's good to have this knowledge. Like everything, if you want to learn a language, for example, you need to spend hours and hours learning the language, you know, studying the books and practicing. And for this, for drawing, is the same. You just need to sit, you can try to understand, okay? First understand what you are trying to draw, and yeah, then just spend some time trying to do all the drawings and everything, okay? Like here, I am adding details. You can add as many details as you want. If you want something more cartoon, okay, just following like this, it's gonna be very nice. If you want something more realistic, okay, if you follow all the steps and you take them a little bit further, you know, you spend more time in the details instead of doing like me, like I just paint. Just spend more time doing, if it is like a hairy animal, all the fur, for example, all the texture for the creature, for example, as well. So let's do like this, and then we're gonna do the fingers. I'm gonna suppose that he has 3 fingers. Why not? Obviously this is fantasy within the realism of the character, okay? This is just me inventing the caricature like this. Gonna make this kind of texture for his back as well, because he's very hard back like this. He's gonna have this kind of texture here and here on the belly. It's gonna be a little bit different. And again, for interpreting the reality or cartoonizing the reality like we are doing here today, you just need to observe, okay? I would advise you carry a small sketchbook like this, something it's tiny, it's not gonna be bothering you, it's not gonna be heavy in your bag. You're gonna go to work, to the office, you're gonna go to a school, you're gonna go to uni or to work, anywhere. You can put one of these in your bag or in your pocket, in your jacket, for example. Take 1 or 2 pencils, 1 or 2 pens, and observe things around you. If you see a heron, if you see a bird, if you see, I don't know, a dog, a cat, try to draw the animals. If you see people talking in a park, try to draw them as well from a distance to find the shapes, okay, and to find as well your style through practice. And by doing all these tiny exercises, you will find your own style, okay? So for me, I love to do this kind of cartoony characters. I grew up checking newspapers, and I remember seeing the comic strips, like for example Garfield, or even sometimes Asterix and Obelix. We will have those small comic strips there, 3 panels or 6 panels, and I will love them. And even if I studied, art, I studied video games, I studied pre-production, how to do characters properly and everything in digital as well, and you can apply that for video games, for films, for movies, for TV shows. I end up coming to the traditional. I came back. I end up going to paper, to something sweet like this, and I think it's the type of drawing that I enjoy the most. So that's why I say as well that even if you are, I don't know, at the moment, something completely unrelated to an artist, let's say that you are a lawyer, for example, or you are even thinking, I don't know, you are in high school or you don't even know what you want to do, that doesn't mean you will not be an artist in the future, okay? You just need to keep drawing, keep observing, keep sketching and doing your things, okay? And all of these things are very funny, very, very fun and very, very enjoyable for me, in my opinion. And I invite you all to try, okay, and open conversation and ask any kind of question that you may have or any kind of issue that you may encounter, and we can discuss it here, obviously, okay? Yes, I'm here to help in everything I can help. Funnily enough, I don't know if you notice some sort of difference with the light. I'm trying 2 lights that I had some time in a storage that I never used before for the videos, Raleno type of light, and I want to see if I'm able to draw comfortably as well with them. And but this is the first time trying them, so I need to practice again and try to see different setups. Maybe the lights, I need to put them coming from here. At the moment I have them coming from the sides. I think they are casting a little bit of shadow in the middle, as you can see here. I need to figure out as well the shape and maybe put them fixed in a place. They are obviously rectangular type of lights in a stance, in a very thin stance. And yeah, I want to explore as well that, so I can do more videos, basically. Anytime I want of the day or the night, I can record whenever I fancy, and that can be good as well. So I'm just doing these details, okay? Now we have this, and I need to make a little bit of like lines, like he is floating in the sky, okay? I don't want to do a speed, because if I wanted to do a speed, obviously the creature, the animal, wouldn't be falling like this, very sweet, like, oh, here he's like, he's gonna land, basically. Maybe we could even do that, like, the floor is here, that he's almost gonna land, or that he could be even going out, okay? Normally, if I wanted him to go and start this adventure, I would have him drawn like he's running, like you need to run on a slope and then jump and then you can fly, basically. If it would have been in movement, okay, you will typically see like these people, the people who practices this sport. If obviously there is someone here watching the video that practices this, gliding, hang gliders or paragliding and things like this, feel free to teach us how it works. But I think, in my opinion, they always go in horizontal, okay, like this. But here, our guy, our alligator, is like, landing already. He's landing already. So we could maybe do a little bit of lines like this, okay? That he is arriving to the grass, to the floor, okay? So I think we have all the drawing, the line work done. I'm gonna erase a little bit. In this project, I am not erasing much. I like how crude it is when I leave a little bit of pencil, and it's interesting, and for me it's very beautiful. I am 100% traditional. I prefer traditional over digital, and I like it when we have a tiny bit of texture from the pencil underneath, okay? So now I'm gonna go for different greens, obviously, using the Swiss color Carand'ache, Swiss made. This is some sort of pale green olive. I have this one a little bit darker. I think I want to use these 2 tones for our character today, so I'm gonna be painting a little bit the torso here, okay? I wanna leave the belly part to maybe add a little bit of yellow. I think yellow can look very nice here, okay? So I do a base of this more pale color first, and then here I want to add a little bit of details, a little bit of, like, let's say, like I'm adding texture here on top, okay, to create two different colors for me, okay, like this. I want to here in the snout as well a little bit, not covering all of it, just covering a little bit, so you see how there are two greens, the darker and the little bit more pale, okay. Then we forgot about the lines here, so let's add the lines here at the bottom as well. We said yellow, it could be interesting for the belly, so let's add a tiny bit of yellow, okay, like this. And here for the tail as well, okay. If you have seen an alligator, a crocodile before, I don't know, in a trip that you have done, or I'm traveling somewhere, or you went to the zoo basically and you've seen them, they are very, very epic. They look like dangerous, they look serious, they look aggressive. This is a typical character that if you want to do something like, I would say, a character design for a bad guy, for example, obviously going traditional, it would be very nice to use an animal like this, no? For your references, that okay, I'm gonna use a crocodile, I'm gonna use an alligator, I'm gonna use a snake, I'm gonna use a lion, you know, ferocious animals that are very, very dangerous, that if you encounter in real life, you know, in the wilderness, you are in trouble. So to make or to draw, to create bad guys in your fantasy story as well, or as well within a specific race of animals, let's say that we're talking about dogs, okay? There are some dogs that just visually they look more sweet, okay, more amicable, and there are other type of dogs that they look more dangerous, okay, or like sharks, for example, that they look dangerous. So those type of animals are very nicely used in many stories, but you keep in mind that you can use them as well to create your own creatures, your own characters, okay? Anthropomorphic animals. This is basically animals that behave like people, like this. He's wearing a trouser, he's wearing a hat and shoes and everything, okay? Let's do this, why not, in purple, okay? I think green combines very nice with this kind of magenta, this kind of red, pink that I've been using for the hat, okay? I think it can combine very nice this redness with the purple when we have it done, okay? So as you can see, the texture of this type of pencil, the Carand'ache type of pencil, similar to the Faber-Castell, it is quite soft. So if you are going more for realistic type of drawing, this can be one of those sets that is useful and good for you, because with these soft colors you can blend them nicer, okay? I like to draw, well, to paint a lot as well with color pencils that are a little bit more hard, something like Standler, for example, or Alpino, for example. Those are more the type of pencil that I use on day-to-day basis, because they are a little bit harder and they adapt more to what I do, what the type of drawing that I do. Obviously, you need to practice, you need to find your own way, your own tools that you want to use, and try everything. Obviously, try absolutely everything to find what works better for you, okay? So we are doing this second tone a little bit, just to add a little bit of life to the character, to the drawing, okay? So we don't have only one color plane there. Very nice. What color can we use for this? I would say I'm gonna go for traditional brown. This is a little bit more like a gold type of brown for the shoes. Okay, very elegant. Maybe he is coming from the office. Okay, and it can be fun. It can be fun if we do, let's say, I'm gonna use an interesting color. I have this kind of aquamarine color. This is one of my favorite colors. Like it's like a mix between blue and green. I love blue, I love green, but I think when we go to the middle point, this is my favorite. I would say it's some sort of yeah, I would say aquamarine color. So we can paint the trousers like this. Okay, looking very, very nice like this. The contrast of the colors are very nice. If you don't know, because sometimes you see the pencil, okay, the wood, it looks like one color, and when you draw it's a little bit different, okay? I would advise as well, if you love to draw, you can have an extra paper next to you where you test all the colors before, okay? Another piece of paper where you test all the colors before. So if you are halfway of a big drawing, okay, and you don't want to mess it up, you make sure that the color that you're picking is the color that you want, okay? Don't do like me, that I'm just, oh, you know, I'm gonna take just this, I'm gonna take the other one. Just think about it, just test it before so you don't mess it up, okay? So because we said that he is, you know, arriving to land, he's landing, I am gonna be drawing him a little bit in distance from the grass. Okay, we have here a little bit of grass. Okay, and if we add the second tone here underneath, it's gonna look, you see, it's gonna look like his shadow that he is coming here. So I think I am more than happy with today's drawing, with today's video about this drawing challenge, JuneCharacterADay by Josh Cleland. As I said at the beginning of the video, I'm gonna put his Instagram in the show more section down below. You can find all the information if you wanna participate, okay? I would advise you participate if you wanna start drawing, if you wanna practice these ABC exercises I'm giving you in the playlist as well. And if you're just bored and you want to just play along here with us, it's going to be a very nice time. Ask any kind of question. I'm here to answer, you know, anything you may need regarding drawing. And sail through the channel as well. Check the other videos I have. I have plenty of sketchbook tours that I'm gonna put here, and you can check as well if you want. I have plenty of One Piece video. Half of the channel is about One Piece, talking about theories or analyzing chapters, episodes, movies, while talking One Piece and drawing one of the characters, okay? So that's as well something that I'm enjoying a lot. But for now, we have our alligator hang gliding, okay? Let's sign. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23. You can say that you want, and this is the Mandragon's Cave. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like the drawing and the challenge, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.